So did you all know that literally anyone can make a Tubi movie, and like you right now could stop this video, go make a Tubi movie and put it on, and then I'm going to watch it because they're free and they are phenomenal. Do we have any Jaws fans watching? I mean, let's give it up for Jaws. Great movie, Steven Spielberg, absolute classic. Well, today we're going to watch what is maybe the next great Jaws movie in House Shark. House Shark is a loose inspiration, and let's just dive in and watch together. Right away, we're introduced to Frank, who is our Brody of this Jaws remake. And Frank, is getting ready to go on a date. He's putting away his sheriff badge for whatever reason he was going to wear it to the date. And just take a look about how this first date's going to go.
Her name's Eleanor. I should have known.
It's nice to meet you, Frank.
Dad?
If you didn't catch it, there is a social media post randomly in there. This is going to be how this movie chooses to separate chapters. It's going to just randomly do active social media posts from the characters, and it's going to get so much better. Frank goes on his date, and he leaves the son with a babysitter who legitimately 5 minutes into this movie is going to be attacked by House Shark on the toilet. This is the first iteration we get of House Shark. He is going after girls' butt, and they had to spend most of the budget on this scene because it's gruesome. I can't show it. You got to go watch it, but this is our first, I guess this is like the swimmer scene in Jaws. So Frank comes home, finds the babysitter, and they decide they are living outside now. And instead of just like, I don't know, getting a hotel room, they camp out of the house. And it leads to what is maybe the most cinematic scene that I'm just going to play. So just watch this and we'll talk about it after.
What the hell, kid? Can't you see I'm going through hell here?
Dad, relax. Take a chill pill.
I'm sorry, son.
I mean, talk about range, guys. Like, just, this is cinema. Like, get Scorsese on the phone. So obviously, if House Shark attacks your house, you're going to think, okay, what do we need to do? We need to sell this thing. So that's what Frank does. They put this house on the market, and that's where we're introduced to our villain. What's that? House Shark is not the villain? Yeah. The villain is a evil realtor who has like a family line of realtors who all have sold houses successfully, and he's not going to be bested by a mass murdering shark.
Sell the house, George, or you'll find out exactly what happened to the other 2.25%.
Yes, sir.
He's like a more aggressive Mr. Krabs is the best way I can describe him. Meanwhile, our old pal Frank is actively Googling, do sharks attack houses? I mean, who hasn't, popped on Google and just, hey, do sharks attack houses? A shark bit my babysitter's butt. What do I do next? Oh, wiki next steps. Don't Google that, please. Whatever you do. Okay, so he Googles and he finds there's an expert in this particular in-house sharks field. So Frank, sends a feeler like, hey, you up, got a house shark, you coming through. While he's researching, evil realtor has actually gotten somebody to come look at this house. And don't you have to disclose if somebody dies in a house? So they fully knew that, hey, and also, what do people think? Do people think they think Frank's crazy? So why is he not in jail for murdering this babysitter? That has to be what they're thinking, right? But okay, anyways, sorry. We're getting on a tangent here. So the couple, they come in and they view the house, and one thing leads to another, and they're, very well entertaining themselves.
Anyone catching us with your fingers up my butt?
And boom, house shark gets them.
House shark!
And all Frank can do is watch from the window. So then, they go to the police station to file a report. And for whatever reason, this is the only time you'll see this cop the whole time. He actively keeps trying to give up his gun.
Police gun. Here. Hold it there. Just like a cop.
He's just like, you want it? Hey, I know you just went through some trauma. Hey? You sure? And at this point, Frank's ex-wife shows up, who we have met once already. I forgot to mention that. And she hated Frank at first, but now because he's going to kill House Shark, she supports him, and she's going to watch their son while he kills House Shark. So then we sorry. So then we get to what is my absolute favorite part of this entire movie, and that is Evil Realtor is going to start hiring people to go and dispose of House Shark. And the first person that he decides to hire is, and I'm not going to say his name because it's so horribly offensive, but we're just going to call him Native American Darth Vader. Oh, Christian, just because he dresses like Darth Vader, you can't call him Darth Vader. He has the Force. So I think this guy's going to be a mainstay character. I mean, this is like, Thanos with the gauntlet they've just introduced here. But House Shark gets rid of him within 2 minutes of screen time. This really leaves our characters in the midst of a dilemma. What are they going to do? We just lost Native American Darth Vader, and we still have a House Shark problem. So who else can we get? Who is going to save our characters in this moment of distress and pain? It's Abraham Lincoln.
It's been a long time.
I just remembered I had this shirt, and I wanted to wear it for the rest of the video. So, yeah, costume change. Also, I'm tired of holding my microphone, so deal with it. All right, so we're joining Frank again, and now he is being partnered up with the Scandinavian scientist guy, I guess we'll call him. And there's some weird tension that I picked up on, and I want to see if you guys pick up on it too. So let's give it a watch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Help yourself. It's been days since the last time I've had a good meal.
So they go and they investigate the scene of the crime, as you will. And they do some digging, and they find, shark's tooth. Yeah, big old shark's tooth right in the window. And what do? They drop that sucker. They drop that sucker right inside. And they do what any, rational people do. And they say, all right, let's just, we're going to punt on today, and we're going to go to the bar, and we're going to have some drinks. And it is at this bar that our dynamic trio is assembled of Frank, Scandinavian man, who I don't think we ever really know his name, and Abraham Lincoln.
What the hell, Bluebeard? I was in the middle of telling a story.
The name's Abraham.
So they have some horrible banter back and forth, and eventually they just all decide, all right, let's head to the house. We're all here for one thing, and it's got two words, and that's a house shark. So they all camp out and wake up the next morning. Well, one person wakes up the next morning, Abraham Lincoln. So how does any rational founding father wake people up? Take a little look.
It's time to rise and shine, ladies.
And again, a minute for the props team. Because, look at this hair and makeup that they did for these scars. And by the way, the scars are gone in, legitimately 2 minutes in movie time. So, very short-lived time. But their moment in the sun, hands off, And for whatever reason, they decide to start their day, and this is never explained, but they board up the entirety of the house, windows, doors, because they don't want the house shark to escape. But he has made no attempt to leave whatsoever. He has been in there just waiting, I mean, like a buffet line, waiting for people to come in and get house shark. But they are now, for some reason, concerned that he's going to get away. Ladybird shows up and says, hey, we're going to be waiting for you when you finish this. Good luck. Go kill house shark for us. And gives him a little kiss, and they move on. At which point they rip up the boards that they have been putting down, and they now go into the building. So they get in the house, and they decide we're going to set up camp in the bathroom because that's where house shark's been most active. And they all sit in the still very covered crime scene from Babysitter that somehow was never clean. And they've shown the house since then. There was a couple who came and saw the house and saw this whole crime scene. And they were still like, yeah, this is going to be the one for us. And they set up and they're just going to pretty much wait out house shark, who eventually shows up. They narrowly get away from this house shark attack because he, for whatever reason, just kind of decides to quit. He's like, you know what? I'm good. You're good. We'll move on. But they do realize they're going to need more room, so they're going to have to lure house shark into like a more open area. And how do you lure a male house shark out? That's right. A female house shark. There's like a several minute long debate on who's going to dress up as female house shark. And the Scandinavian scientist also has brought this costume because he was prepared for this moment to happen. So they already have this on deck. They're ready. And they eventually decide who is going to dress up. Who else but...
Life can be terrible. Huh?
All right, so there's like a whole 15-minute scene that I'm not going to subject you guys to where they're just kind of going back and forth with house shark. But how this scene ends, I have to show you because it culminates in the biggest plot twist of like cinema history. And that is that house shark has a ray gun.
Ah! How did it get behind us? He's got a gun! Zachary, get behind me!
So our heroes narrowly get away from the scuffle, and in this scuffle, none other than the Scandinavian scientist's backpack opens up, where we get twist number 2 of our movie. Check it out.
Mr. Taylor, you've got some explaining to do.
This is where we get our backstory on House Shark and how he was a young little baby shark that this man has been experimenting on. And so now they're going to do pretty much the exact same thing of, okay, let's lure House Shark with female shark. But now they're going to use the Scandinavian in hopes that like he remembers him. It's all very, very blurry in this little 30-minute segment of the movie. So House Shark does take him and takes him down the like sink drain. So you think, oh, that's the end of him. That's all. He's gone. And nope. He's still out there. He's still kicking. So there's a couple more back and forths with House Shark and Frank and Abraham Lincoln. And eventually, all of the sudden, the entire house starts to fill with the worst CGI water you'll ever see in your entire life.
Take it. It's my son's.
And you think, oh, House Shark is flooding them. Nope. It's the Scandinavian scientist guy who's not even Scandinavian. And he is very, very angry. And it leads to this whole very climactic end of movie underwater fight scene that, you know what, you guys just enjoy. The whole underwater fight happens, and eventually they pull the drain, and that's what ends the fight. And they go upstairs and try and figure out, okay, nothing's working. How are we going to get rid of House Shark? And, at this point, there's 12 minutes left in this movie. And you know what that's a great time for? Training montage. Yep. Train a full out like Rocky 4 training montage of them like doing push-ups and sit-ups and kung fu and all of these things. Just I guess to fill time. I guess they had to have this movie be like an hour and 50 minutes because it's I mean, just take a watch. Just
Got this. Come on. Speed. Speed.
the entire then training sequence culminates in a fist fight with House Shark to the death. And you can guess how that goes for our pal Abraham Lincoln. But with his dying breath, Abraham Lincoln lets Frank know that there is enough alcohol in his body to cause an explosion if he shoots him. So, in the end, Frank shoots Abraham Lincoln in the foot, triggering an explosion, and that, it ends House Shark, but it also is the tragic ending for our heroes. And, oh, nope, Abraham Lincoln's still alive. And in the end credits, all we get is Frank picking up the body of Abraham Lincoln to then, I guess he's going to sew him back together. I don't know. We've not gotten House Shark 2 yet, but let's start campaigning for it. Guys, that's House Shark. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. This is my first time ever experimenting with long form content, and I really hope you like it because I really want to keep doing this and going over these movies with you guys.
How much longer? I can hold this.